What's up, everyone? So today I'm just gonna go through and show you guys my longest running save that I had on Farming Simulator 22 on the console. I played this one on Elm Creek for like 160 hours and built up quite a bit of stuff. So, I had this chicken coop over here, and I used to use this loader, this wheel loader here. I would drop a bunch of wheat right in front of it, and I would scoop it up with this guy and dump it into the food pen for the chickens there. I would feed them that way instead of dumping a trailer every time. I had quite a bit of the map purchased. I've seen people with more, but for me this was a decent amount. Didn't play with precision farming at this point. I just kind of pretty vanilla, besides just some machines and stuff. But I like the way I set it up. I had these sheep pens here, and then I had the cows over this way, and I had this thing going pretty well. I was making some decent money every month. I was just starting to get into doing cotton when I ended up switching to a different save. I just wanted to play a different map at that point. I was just kind of getting a little burnt out. But I really like the way I had this set up. This manure pit in the middle here I thought was pretty cool. And it was just kind of the neat access. I like the double pig farms that I had here with the path in the middle. It was kind of a neat layout. And this slurry pit over here would actually hit both of them. So it added storage for both of the pig pens, which was pretty neat. I didn't have to place two of them. So here's the overhead. I mean, that silo in the middle I never used. It was more for decoration. And then that slurry pit for that. I started getting with some silage with the bunker silos instead of baling. I never really got too deep into it. And I just I really liked the way that I had this set up. It flowed well. It had a lot of storage. It was a nice little way to place everything. I got to the point where I got a little too lazy to put everything back in the sheds that I had, but I do really like the way I had it. This area over here, this is where I kind of stored all the tools, and then I really like this little greenhouse garden area I made. I made this all from scratch. I just think it looks really neat. There's lights in there at nighttime that light up, and it just something that I thought was pretty cool the way that I built it together. I started here with this section, the basic. I deleted the stuff, flattened the land. And initially, I just placed this windmill and then all of these solar panels right here. And that generated me a ton of money every month. And so for like the first 2 years, I didn't do anything. I just fast forwarded time to just generate money after buying the things. And then I started from there. Right here, I had a mod cow farm where that spot was. That just I don't have anymore, so that's why it's just an empty lot. I had enough slurry and manure to do all my fields without having to buy anything, which is pretty neat. I had these badass harvesters. I had the Class Jaguar forage harvester. I just had like a little bit of everything, and I was still making good money every month with it. And I never used the government subsidy. I just kind of put it all together slowly. Now that I've played more, I'm not a huge fan of using the solar panels because, I wasn't using the government subsidy mod, but I kind of felt like I was cheating using the solar panels, even though I paid for them, and they were generating me the money that I had. Something just felt off about it. I wasn't having to sell the crops to make money. I was positive every single month, unless I was buying a bunch of equipment and things like that. And it's just, now that I've played more, I'm not a fan of the income generators like the windmills and the solar panels. Uh, if you look here, the only reason I was negative those couple months is just because I bought a bunch of stuff. But generally, I was making a decent amount of money. And here's my stats here for the total amount of time. I've harvested a bunch, planted a bunch, used a ton of AI workers. It's just, a fun save that I had. And it's just nice to look back and see, where I came from and how I did things then versus how I do things now. Honestly, I've yet to make another farm that I liked as much as the setup as this guy. I really like the way that I had everything laid out on here. But it is what it is. So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed kind of taking a look back through time with my original farm. And we'll see you next time. Later.